In this video, we're continuing with Chapter 11. We are looking at similarity, and we're going to look at a bunch of proportionality theorems in the next few videos. And we're going to introduce one of those in this first video while we do Example 1, Part A. So keep in mind that when we're working with proportions, there's usually several ways to set your proportion up. You just have to make sure you're consistent with the pieces that you put into the proportion, and usually it'll work out okay. So let's take a look at example A. We want to know what is the length of segment NR. And we've got a bunch of lengths in here. Now the way we've been doing this is to look at similar triangles. So I have one triangle here, this yellow triangle. Then I have another triangle over here. So I have these two triangles that overlap each other. The smaller triangle is inside the bigger triangle. So I'm going to set up a proportion based on the corresponding or matching sides. So in this green triangle, I know this side here is going to be 10, so we're going to need that. And then I'm going to just label this X for this whole side of the large green triangle. So let's go ahead and set up a proportion. I'm going to do small triangle over large triangle for both of my ratios. So I'm going to do 6 for the small triangle, and then that corresponds with 10 on the big triangle. And then I'm going to go back to the small triangle. I have 9, and I labeled the corresponding side to the 9 as an X. So once we get X, we're not going to have NR, but we'll use it to find NR. So I'm going to cross multiply. I get 6X is equal to 90. Divide both sides by 6. And I get X is equal to 15. So now that I know that X is 15, I can go ahead and find NR by subtracting 15 and 9. So 15 minus 9, which is equal to 6. Alright, so notice I had these two parallel sides. And what we're going to learn in another video is that when I have these parallel lines here, it divides these two sides proportionally. So let's get rid of some of this extra stuff here. So MR has been divided into MN and NR, and MQ has been divided into MP and PQ. So as long as these two sides are parallel and they're dividing these sides, I can set up a proportion based on that. So lots of different ways we could do it. I'm going to do it as 9 over NR. So that's the two pieces of this side of the triangle. And then I'm going to match that with the two pieces of the other side of the triangle, so 6 over 4. So let's go ahead and cross multiply. 6NR is equal to 36 divided by 6. And just like before, I get that NR is equal to 6. So a little less work, really not that complicated, but if you have questions, make sure you ask, and we'll see you in the next video.